All right, I bet you can hear me now. I'm not quite sure why that turned off on mute, but we'll start over. Happy Sunday. It is Rosemary Massaro. Most call me Ro. I am with Craft with Ro. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today we are going to create a ton of projects. 6 gift tags, 4 Christmas cards, and a 9x9 page layout. So happy that you're here joining me. I am going to check, and if you're here, please, please, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. We are live on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. And I am live. So again, if you're here with me, please say hello. This is the 9x9 layout that we're going to create. And many of you took advantage of the bonus, which got you a full pack of the Christmas Tags and More, which was sold out, which is why I had to delay our craft along. But you should have all received your packages, and you got a full pack of the ephemera, the holiday Christmas sentiment ephemera. You did only receive the cardstock to make one of each. That was otherwise, guys, I would have had to charge a lot more than $10 extra for the craft along bonus. So we are going to put these aside.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa is talking to me.
I am, yes.
Okay, and we have all these gift tags. Actually, I'm going to put my map down here so you guys can follow along with me. We can actually, so you guys all have your instructions, your assembly guides, and to create these tags, you are going to your DSP, and you have these beautiful punch outs that come with it, and we're going to show you how to create the corners to create your own tags and your ephemera. So obviously I have pre-cut everything for you guys so that because we have so much to create today. So what you want to do is take a scrap piece of paper and cut a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and you're going to cut this in a diagonal. Now you can do it on your trimmer. It's just as easy to cut in half as well. You're going to go corner to corner. And as you can see, I've already lined it up there. So your instructions are to create this. Now this is 2 by 3. So this is going to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And you're going to take this little piece that you've just created, and you're going to line it up in your corners there. And you're going to just trim the edges. Now, obviously, if you have a tag cutter, you can use it, but I know most of my die cut tags were just a little bit too big for this DSP. So you're going to end up with a ton of corners here. I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little more, maybe a little more. There we go. We're going to line that up here as well. So these gift tags that we're creating and the 9x9 and 4 Christmas cards are the kits I'm sold out of because we can't keep this DSP in stock. But the PDF is available if you're interested. It is available for $25, and all you have to do is message me. So see how perfectly that lines up right there, right? So we are just going to add adhesive to the back. So in your DSP, you got a ton of these tags to create more, especially if you got the full pack. Now we're going to add this. This was a punch out within that DSP paper. You had, I believe it's one sheet, maybe 2 sheets of punch outs. So these are perfect. Good morning, Midge. And good morning, Sharon. How are you? I'm going to line that up right like that. And now what's cool about this is that these are stickers. Now, in some cases, I do peel them off. And in this case, I'm not. I want to pop this up some more. So I'm going to add another dimensional here. And it looks like I have misplaced my little bow. So this is the full pack, obviously, of what you guys got instead of a half a pack if you ordered the double. And then this is the DSP. A ton of this DSP, and I don't see my little punch outs. I have one more place to look, and then we're just going to move on. Yep. So in your punch outs, you have a little bow as well that you're going to take off on your punch outs and add that right there. And then you're going to take a hole puncher. Now, you know what? This is a little bit bigger. I used my crocodile. You guys remember those? I still use mine. And then you're going to just add your twine. You all received a full roll of twine as well. And that is our first tag. So I'm going to cut these corners for you again on this one. So you took a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. You cut it in half. You're going to line it up on that corner right there. And you're going to end up with a ton of little corners. We're going to cut that, line that up so it's straight. Obviously, I did the exact same thing. All I did was on the larger piece, I used the exact same corner. And you're going to cut that out as well on your base. You're going to center it. You're going to add your sentiment. Again, I'm going to pop this up, but if you are just joining, these are all stickers, so you can peel them and stick them right on. Fun, easy. Again, you're going to do your hole punch here, and we've got number 2, set number 2. Now the others, I have already done all the corners. You guys kind of get the gist, right? Look how pretty this is, right? It has everything already there for you. Now you all received a large piece of white cardstock, and you would cut the back of these to, this is going to be 2 by 3. And you can add a piece of white cardstock right underneath here. And that is going to be for your sentiment to sign. Fun, easy tags, and you guys should have more than enough to make multiple tags. Right? So here's the finished. Punch your hole, add your twine. Another one. So again, these are all pre-cut. All we have to do is add your corners and attach them. Now, obviously, you don't have to add the white back on here because it'll be easy to sign. Line that up. I'm going to pop this up as well. Right? How cute is that? Now, obviously, you guys got a bunch of embellishments as well. And you can add any of your Dear Dot embellishment package that you got on here. Here is our fourth tag that I've already pre-cut the corners. I'm going to use some mini dimensionals here. So on the on your ephemera pack of your sentiments, you those that got the double received 2 pages of each. Otherwise, you got 1 of each. Right? How simple and cute and adorable are those quick, easy gift tags? All right, we've got number 6, I believe, here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. So here I cut the white cardstock. Again, this is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. We're going to add this right here. And these are your punch outs that you have. Right? We're going to add these with dimensionals. They're so cute. They're so cute. And then we're going to add our sentiment. Again, you can use it as a sticker, but I want that little bit of dimension on there. So I'm going to add these little mini dimensionals. So if you want to add just a little bit more accent to these, take your shimmer brush or your Wink of Stella, right? And just add a little bit of shimmer to your stockings. You can do the same on this one right here. If you have stickles, you can use stickles on here as well. Just an added option for you. And there are our 6 tags, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are your 6 tags. Look how quick and easy that was. Literally, the only thing I didn't do is add my punch holes and add my twine. But you guys all have that, and it takes only a few minutes. So, no, Sharon, you have to cut them based on the instructions. And you cut them from the DSP paper that you have. So, yes, you can. I'm streaming live on YouTube as well, guys. Oh, snowing in Wisconsin, Carolyn. We are having a beautiful, beautiful day. Sharon, check your punch outs in your DSP. There is a sheet that you have punch outs or stickers that are right in there. So, these are your 6 gift tags. So, for Sharon and Karen and all them that are, I'm pretty sure, crafting along with me, in your package, in your DSP package, you have these tags that you're going to cut down and you're going to trim them based on the assembly guide, right? These are going to be used for the cards that we have. All this paper here, right? All double-sided. And then here are your punch outs right here. So, actually, guys, it looks like I might have, this is a full pack right here. These still may be available for sale if you're looking for the class, and the assembly guide with the full pack is $50. If you want half the pack, it is $40, or the assembly guide is $25. Next up, we're going to make our cards, right? We've got 4 cards that we're going to create. Love these cards. Very simple. So, again, I have everything pre-cut and ready to assemble. So we're going to move these cards out of the way. This is our card up that we are making. So we have, from your punch outs, you have all of these little presents that we're going to add. You're going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4 on your DSP. You're going to cut one of your extra tags out. You should have received 2. I'm pretty sure this is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to line that up just like that. And then you're going to punch out your sentiment from your ephemera pack. So we're going to just attach this. We're going to mat that to our real red cardstock. We're going to attach this. And I placed mine on a diagonal. Just like that. Now we can add this mat that you've cut down to 5 1/4 by 4. And that is going to go on your card base that you received. Your card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and all you have to do is fold that in half. Right? And now we're going to add our little packages. This is going to pop up right here just to add a dimension because it's matching that background. Not one of my better choices, but and obviously you can go rogue, you can redesign these any way you want. Love this. We're going to put this like right there. And then we're going to tuck in our little packages. So what I'm doing is the ones that are going flat on me, I'm just putting regular adhesive on there. And then we are taking, where's my little extra pieces here? Oh, I know I had them here. I could have sworn I just saw them. If anybody sees them, please let me know. Well, you're going to have 2 more pieces. This little polka dot that it's in your punch outs, and this little red piece. These 2 pieces you want to pop up. You're going to use a mini dimensional on there. And then we are going to pop up our sentiment. And I'm going to put this right here. And then we're going to add our embellishments. And what I did was I took a little green one and I added it to this bow right down here. So I'll add those pieces if I come across them. I'm not really quite sure, but I have a ton of pre-cut stuff over here as well. So that is card number 1. Let me check my messages over here. All right, guys, I emailed you all the assembly guides. I'm pretty sure you got them. If you need me to resend it, please let me know. Okay, let's do card number 2. Oh, wrong one. We will do, this is the card that we're going to go with. Again, everything, some of it you need to pre-cut. These are going to be pre-cut down to 2. Let me just double check that, guys. I think they got cut down a little bit smaller. Yep, 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. These guys got cut down. You should have received a 5 1/4 by 4 basic white cardstock. And we are just going to add these. So now I had to do a replacement because I did not want to use a full pack. So I am using this instead of the candy cane. It works just as well. And like I said, you guys can change these up so easily. You can make different ones. We're going to add that right there. Line that up next to that. As you guys can tell, I really love this gingham. All right, so I need to just pop that up a little bit more. Okay. You're going to want to do this a little bit straighter than what I'm showing you right now. But we're going to attempt to make it even straighter. So you're leaving about 1/8 of an inch around the sides, and it's a little bit wider in the center. And again, I ran out of this in my open pack, so I'm replacing it with this. Looks just as nice. That is prettier, this piece right here. You guys should all have enough of your variations here. And then we're going to take the round Merry and Bright Sentiment. We're going to pop that up with dimensionals. And there you go. We're going to attach this to our card base. Again, it's real red cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and you're just going to fold that in half or score it at 4 1/4, whichever works for you. And then we're going to take our bling bling. Now on this card here, I used the green, but I'm going to switch this up and I'm going to put some red on here since I don't have a lot of red in this piece right here. So it's fun that you get to modify this any way you want because you have so many options in your packets. And there you go. 2 fun, easy cards. No worries, Sharon. You guys will get the hang of it. It's fun, and I'm so glad you're crafting along with us and that you guys all got together. All right, so here, guys, these pieces are 6 by 6. So you're going to cut off the beige part of this cardstock, and you're going to cut this down. Try to center it as much as possible, but this is going to get cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to add that right to our red card base. And I don't expect you guys to keep up either, that you guys are crafting along. Especially this is your first one. But what's nice is that you can come back to this video, pause, replay as often as you need to. Again, we have this cute little cardinal. Right? Isn't he so cute? We're going to pop him up. He's in part of your punch outs. Oops, 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 oops. I forgot I'm going to add my twine. So bear with me. Thank God I'm not using my strong and sturdy adhesive. All right, so we're going to wrap this. Ooh. That's why I didn't put tags on the other one, because I was running low on this as well. And I am going to, I might have another one somewhere. So to get this wrapped up here, I put a little bit of adhesive right on the back there, and I'm just going to wrap this. Oops. I'm going to bring this down a little. There we go. We're going to put that right there. And we're going to stick it right to the center there again. I'm going to trim off my excess. And there we have our twine wrapped around our base of our card. Add our little cardinal. He's so cute. Right? How fun and easy is this? And Christmas is not that far away, so if you're looking for some very fun, easy, creative ways to put some Christmas cards together, this is definitely your kit. Add him right there. and just add our bling. And there is card number 3. And last on the cards is this fun, super, super easy oh, look at that. That is those 2 tags that I was missing. So let's go grab that card back. And I'm adding dimensionals. I knew they'd appear. Oops, we have 2 actually stuck together. Stitch those, start again. 1 there, put 1 on the back of here. I'm going to tuck that in. There we go, guys. Now you have your completed card, Christmas tree with all its little presents underneath it. All right, our last card here is, again, you're taking that 6x6 DSP. You are going to trim it down. So you're going to trim this down. You're going to cut this polka dot pattern off, and you're going to go with cut this down to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4. As you guys can see, I just trimmed off a little bit of the top just to center it. We're going to add our adhesive. I might have just wavered there a little bit. Apologies. Looks like I might have lost internet connection for a And there you go. We have card number 4 done. And you guys will have a ton of paper and product left over to make, again, many more of these cards. Okay, so our last project here is creating this 9x9 page layout. So you each received a frame. Now, 2 of you did not receive the 9x9, and it's a specialty paper. I'm going to pull this out of here. It is on its way to you. Michelle, you'll get yours on Sunday when I see you at our candles and coffee event, which I'm so excited about. But that is your base page, and this is called Snowflakes. Oh, what is it called? I had to buy extra of it. Comes in 12 by 12. So what's really nice about it is called Silent Snowfall. And what's really nice about it is that it's pretty all on its own, or you can add some blends with some ink and blending brushes to pick up these cute little snowflakes, right? How cute is that? Fun. And so we're going to start off with that 9x9 piece of paper, which, that's funny, I forgot to cut one for me. But like I said, I had run out and I ordered it 2-day shipping, believe it or not. And of course, because of the holiday, I'm assuming, it did not, it was supposed to be here on Wednesday. But I'm going to cut this down for me for to 9x9. Yours are already going to be pre-cut for you. So that's what we're starting off with. And then, guys, we have a ton of little accent pieces that you're going to need to cut down. They are in your measurements, but it's everything right within your DSP. Now, the only thing I did not provide you, you might have some white cardstock left over, is I don't, in my page layouts, those that have done my scrapbooks before, I don't provide the white mat there. All right, so it's really just a matter of lining up and layering. So we have all these different pieces right here. Let's put our ephemera off to the side. The specific measurements that you're going to need are in your assembly guide instructions. So the first things first, I'm going to sit here and line these up in the order that they need to go in. So we're going to add this one, then I have this one, then I'm going with where is my, oh, I had to change mine up on here. So here is the green gingham. Again, I ran out. So I'm using the snowflake pattern here. It'll look just as nice. So I'm going to line these up. And then we're going to use this white piece right here. I have my wider piece right here. My polka dot. And then some of these are going to overlap because we want a 1/4 of an inch on each side because of our frame dimensions. So you have a couple options, and you can do this or you don't have to. I'm choosing to do this. I have my Stampin' Up! Journaling pen, and I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm just going to add a little bit of accent to each piece. You can use a ruler. I choose to go freehand. I think it gives it more character. And not to avoid getting all those squiggly lines, as you guys can see, I am not moving my wrist like this. I'm just dragging and going along the edge. So I'm just dragging my pen, and that way kind of gives you the most straighter line. you're still going to have a little squiggle, and that's the whole idea of it. All right, so we have this piece, then we're going to this piece, then we're going to this piece, and we're going to our white. And obviously, this is strictly an option. You don't have to do this. It's easier when you draw the two lines on the bottom, because then you can guarantee your points will end up at the same spot. Oops. That got a little curvy for me there. And then this last piece right here. All right. Now we can start attaching. I am not using any dimensionals on here. I'm going to actually try to zoom out a little bit. There we go. So we're going to go with our first strip right here. And I'm going to go about 1/4 of an inch down. And we're going to add our thinner strip. And this is just getting lined right up there. And I'm taking, and obviously I think I might have messed up on some of my strips, but it'll still work out fine. Your PDF tells you exactly what order that they were placed in. And that looks good. We're going to take our largest piece right here. I'm not going to put pressure down on this because I want to make sure that my last strip is going to measure up, because this is where I might have to do a little bit of tucking. And I think I'm pretty good. That looks like it's nicely evened on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and push that down. Now, if I was too close to the edge, I would overlap here, or I might take this piece here and tuck it underneath here. But I think I'm looking pretty good. Now we're going to take your garden green cardstock. This is your photo mat. And I am going to try to center that as best I can. I did cut a little piece for my photo mat. I haven't decided what's going to go in there. And then we're going to add all our little accent pieces here. We're going to use dimensionals to give it a little pop. So I'm choosing the poinsettia. And if you're not putting your picture in right away, make sure you're not putting any adhesive, because you're going to want to tuck your photo right in there. So I want this to come down as close. There we go. And we're going to add some of our holly and our little sprigs. These are all in your punch outs. All right, so we have and we have our little floral here. I'll get this tucked in under there. And then we have our little, oh, that's going to go over here. Let's see what else we have here. Here's our little, I'm not really quite sure what that flower is, but we're going to add that guy right under here. Your punch out little candy cane. This is the guy I'm going to pop up on here. I'm going to add my dimensional there because I don't want it to stick on my frame. Tuck that under there. Now obviously I have been busy creating with you guys here and really haven't been watching my comments. So I promise that I will go back to all of my comments and bring them and answer all your questions. And obviously feel free to just text or message me, email me if you have additional questions. Again, it looks like I have at least one more kit available if you are interested. It'll be on a first come, first served basis with PDF. So we're going to add that with the dimensional right here. We have our holly. Tuck that right under there. Then we have our this little square. You can use it so many different ways, right? You can dovetail this. You can, but we're going to use this as a gift, and I'm going to pop that up right here. And there it is. I was like, I knew I have a little bow here because I saw it. And I found it. So we're going to take this. I'm going to bring that right to there. And we got our little bow. Comes in your punch outs there. Center that right there. And then we're going to add some of our little snow dots. I'm just randomly placing them. We're going to take a little one right here and decorate this bow. And then we're going to add a bunch more down here. They'll add it right there. All right, so they are slightly different, but not very much at all. And this will fit perfectly in your frame. Actually, it looks like I cut these too big. It looks like it should be 8 by 8, which I'm glad. I do have 9 by 9 frames, so this will fit perfectly in there as well. But yours should be an 8 by 8. And I just cut this down to 9 by 9. Yep. So those that have pre-cut and were in their packages already, you already cut correctly. And this one is 9 by 9. And those that receive theirs will need to cut yours down to 8 by 8. That would be Michelle and Diane. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate. But so here we got our page layout, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tags, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Fun, easy. Look, we started at 11 and it's just shy of noon. So we did all that within an hour. Once you get into your groove, once you have everything pre-cut, they'll go together really smoothly. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. It was fun. Our next craft along will be in December. It's going to be a little bit later in December, only because of my 12 Days of Christmas exclusive sale that launches tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 1st. Crazy. Tomorrow's the 1st. Also, don't forget that if you do place an order this week, and last day is today, you will get your mystery stocking jam-packed with $150 worth of product with a $75 online order. So guys, thank you so much. My shopping link will be attached to this video. If you have any questions, any at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day and have a fantastic week. Bye.